Washington state law requires that the city to submit a quarterly report of status to the City Council. To date, not one of these has been submitted. These reports give a snapshot of how the city is doing in regards to its budget assumptions. The Finance Department would be responsible for giving the City Council these quarterly reports on shortfalls and surpluses of revenue and expenditures and why they are occurring. These quarterly report of status provide a high level of transparency to the city's financial dealings. Information that the council is not comfortable with the public knowing, such as how much the White Center annexation cost, would be readily available to everyone. I believe this would lead to a more thoughtful use of our public funds. Budgets are a basis of sound planning. With planning, we can reach our stated goals with certainty. The new quarter has just started. And today, Burion's job is to start preparing the data for their upcoming presentation to the City Council as required by law. Additionally, I'd like to ask that the City Council take a look at the Mercer Island website, specifically their quarterly reports of status, and seeing how that kind of information can be used to more effectively guide you. And that's all I have to say about that. However, I would like to say a special thank you to the city manager. I was noting in the packet this evening that there's a response to my various things that I had asked about. And first of all, the city is correct that they have not received the confirmation of the bankruptcy. You will receive an email in the morning with the judge's signature on that. And then starting at the last section, I'd ask if the city manager would elaborate a little bit more on this. Specifically, was talking about that the thing would require a more proactive approach using a 50 to 100 house scenario with 40 hours. What I would ask is a little bit more information on what additional funding the compliance officer would require and how much general cost that would be. Specifically, 50 houses would add $1 billion to the net worth of the community. It would add $1.7 million to the city's coffers. And then, on paragraph 2 of page 5, we're all trying to negotiate and figure out, how much this is really costing us. And I would be really interested in hearing what the city has to say, as far as an estimate on that. And so, thank you for your time. Thank you.
Yeah, Mayor, we did look at that, and we'll talk about that later in the meeting. In short, we found that a lot of the estimates that Mr. West made were wildly inaccurate, but we'd be glad to elaborate on that later in the meeting.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.